Hi, this is Country Carrie. It is autumn time and the weather's starting to get cooler and the apples on the tree are actually sweeter after it gets cold and then they're able to harvest them. I have a couple of friends that have given me apples from their tree, and so I have been busy making apple pie filling, and my family loves it. So there's a lattice apple pie that we're going to eat as a family, and a crumb topping that a friend of ours wanted crumb topping. So there's a couple pies right there ready to go and enjoy. But I want to teach you about making apple pie filling. So this is what it looks like after it's all canned. It's wonderful and it's so tasty. And what you do is you start with your pot, your stock pot, and you add 7 cups of sugar and 1 3/4 cups of clear gel. Now, this is the clear gel I usually use. It's regular clear gel for hot. I get it from the Rainy Day Foods. And then I actually wrote on the tag the year that I got it, because like anything else, you want to rotate your inventory. So I got this last year in 2020, but it's good. And clear gel is like a cornstarch product. But years ago, I made pie filling with cornstarch, and this is a higher quality pie filling. So you're going to want to use clear gel. So again, what I put in my pot is 7 cups of sugar, 1 3/4 cups of clear gel, a tablespoon of cinnamon, and then I've stirred it together so that it's all mixed. And so next, what I'm going to do is add 9 1/3 cups of cold water. The reason you use cold water is just like when you're using cornstarch. You don't want it to lump. You want it to be smooth. So then you add your, gradually add your cold water, and then add your 2 teaspoons of almond extract. And that makes it just taste so good. And then what I do is I put it on my stove on low, just on low, because I don't want it, I just want it to start warming up, and I'll occasionally stir it while I get my apples ready. Now what I do with my apples is I'll look them over, make sure they look okay. If there's a bad spot, I'll cut it off, but I leave the skins on. And the reason I do that is because I heard the story of a pioneer story of a man and his children, and all they had to eat was potatoes, and the kids wanted to eat the insides of the potatoes, and so the man ate the skins. Well, the children died from malnutrition, and the man lived, because that's where the nutritional value is in the skins. And so after I heard that, I thought, I'm not going to take the skins off my apples. Most recipes tell you to skin them, and I'm thinking a couple reasons. One is probably to get the outer coating off, because you don't know if the apples have been sprayed or not. And the second is if there's a bruised or a worm spot or a bad spot. So what I do with mine is I'll first take my apples and I'll wash them in soapy water, and then rinse them in the cold water, and then I'll have them. That way it's helping to get off any residue off of the outside of the apple. The next thing I do is I look them over before I core them, and then that way I know that they're good and healthy, a good and healthy product. So then you just use one of these to core them. Now, then they come out in little chunks like this, little wedges, and then you have the core. Now I've actually saved my core, and I've been making apple cider vinegar, if that's something you want to do, and then you just put that in a jar and fill it full of water. They're right here. I don't know if you can see them. and it's starting to ferment right now. So that's what I do with my clippers. So back to the apple pie filling. So this is on this, my pot is on the stove, and it has the water in it with the sugar, with the 7 cups of sugar, 1 3/4 cups of clear gel, and 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. And then I add my 9 1/3 cup of cold water and my 2 tablespoons of, 2 teaspoons, teaspoons of almond extract. And then I stir and let that be cooking while I core my apples. And then I will get 7 quarts of apples. And then what I'll do is I'll keep stirring this consistently. And then when it starts to bubble, I'll add 1/2 cup of lemon juice. And then I will cook it for 1 minute. And then I will add my 7 quarts of fruit. Now the nice part about it is it could be apples, it could be cherries, it could be peaches. I've done all those, and it still makes a wonderful apple pie filling. You can change your almond extract to vanilla if you want to, but this basic recipe is wonderful to make any types of pie. So one thing that I will do is when I have all my apples cut and ready to go, I don't pre-treat them. I just hurry and get them done and set them aside in a bucket, and I'm ready to go. And then what you do is, if your mixture is not warm enough yet, when you can give it your full attention, you can turn it up from low to medium, and you can warm it up a little faster and get it to boiling. And again, after you boil it, it starts to boil, you pour your 1/2 cup of lemon juice in and boil it for 1 minute. So at that point, so I repeated that a couple times to help you to get it in your mind a little bit better. But at that time, you then add your cups of apple slices, apple wedges. So you add them in and you stir them into your gel mixture. Now it's going to look a little bit like this. The apple wedges and the gel. And then once you have this like this, and it's going to be hot, you put it inside your jars. You leave a whole inch head space, and I actually leave just a little bit more than a whole inch, because this mixture bubbles and it comes out and it will leak in through your lid and cause your lid not to seal. So you want it to be just a scant less than a 1 inch headspace. Then you process it for 30 minutes. And then for where I live, I add 10 more minutes for my altitude. So I process it 40 minutes. And then it makes this wonderful pie filling. You're able to make apple pies all year long. We love to have them for Thanksgiving. I use them like this pie right here with the crumb top. It's a thank you pie. I make sympathy pies, birthday pies. And this way, by making my own pie filling, it makes it very economical to make pies and give them away. And I just buy pie tins at the dollar store. And I already made a video showing you how to make my award-winning pie crust. And yeah, just watch that, and you can have wonderful pies all through the year. Anyway, this is Country Carrie wanting to share you my wonderful pie filling recipe that I got from my friend Sherry, who got it from her sister, I believe. Anyway, sharing is caring, and I'm glad to share this recipe with you, and hope you have lots of luck with it yourself. Enjoy.